Hi and welcome back. In this video, we are going to look at gait measurements. So as the gait cycle is happening, what kind of measurements do we want to make? So of course, some of the very simple measurements that you would want to make is you would want to calculate the step length, isn't it? And maybe you also want to look at the right step length and the left step length and see whether they are the same. You may want to look at the toe out angle. The toe out angle is the angle that your legs make with the direction of your walking, right? And then again, you can have the toe out angle both on your right foot and the left foot. You would also want to look at what is called the walking base, which is basically the distance between the right and the left leg, right? They are not on the same line. They are on two parallel lines, the right and the left leg, and you want to look at whether what is your walking base. In some cases, you may have a wide walking base or a narrow walking base, and that may show some kinds of abnormalities. So you want to test that. Of course, there's a stride length, which is the right and the left step length combined together. Now, all these parameters you could measure with respect to time, right? Especially the stride length. So you want to take how many strides is the person taking per second? What is the speed that he's walking at? And maybe you also want to look at the evolution of the toe angle or the step length as a person walks. So those are some basic measurements that you might want to make. On the other side, you may want you also in gait analysis you want to look at the joint angles, right? And basically you're looking at three main joints. You're looking at the hip joint, you're looking at the knee joint, and you're looking at the ankle joint, right? And you want to measure how the angles change as people walk. And you can see here that the typical joint angles as the gait cycle proceeds is given here. And uh, let's not go into details, but this is some of the measurements you make. From the joint angles and from the weight of the person, you could calculate the internal joint moments and the joint powers. And they give us some other information about the gait as well. You may also want to record EMG of all the major muscles that are involved in the gait, right? So you can see that some muscles, for example, gluteus maximus is activated uh, during this stance phase, while some other muscles, so for example, the hamstrings are activated during the last phase of the last part of the swing phase, and so on and so forth. So you may want to look at whether the muscles are getting activated in the right times during the gait cycle. You may also want to look at the ground reaction force vectors, right? So you're looking at how much force is being applied and how that force is evolving and the direction of the force is changing. You know that this is going to change, right? Because when you have a initial initial contact, your force is going to be along the leg, and then as the foot changes its contact on the floor, the force is going to change, the direction of the force is going to change, and that will help you determine certain things about the gait. So these are some of the major things that you want to measure as you are looking at a gait measurement.